Hello guys, this is gonna be a quick take on today's price action. Quick recap. I was expecting more, to be honest, with FMC, but pretty much announced that we wouldn't cut rates, and that's priced in, and that there wasn't much that was probably going to happen. So yeah. Coming into the day, we actually took out all this liquidity, daily order block right here, daily gap right here. So when I saw that the market opened and just pushed higher, it was actually a pretty good sign for me to be bearish for the day overall up to FOMC. Yes, took out all-time high. So yeah, pretty much that's what happened. I didn't trade the AM session today because it tends to be pretty bad when there's a big news event. Also, there was a trade of 8 broker issue, so you couldn't really trade anyway, except if you had like Top Step or some other way to trade, Ninja Trader, whatever. But going over the day right here, I can see that market opened right here. It used to really open to deliver higher, and then it used this 50-minute gap to deliver lower, right? And I've seen one trade, or a guy in the, I think Joe in the mentorship asked me if I would have taken 10 a.m. shorts today, and I went over the trade with him, and it looks pretty decent. The only issue with 10 a.m. today for me was we had little manipulation above it, but as you can see from the structure, we had this gap, we had this SMT right here. I mean, it was right here. It doesn't really matter because the trade still plays out the same way. So you have this rejection block right here, which taps the key open. And then you have this low as a target. Or if you were really bearish for today, which I was, you would aim for a new wick on the day because the day had literally no wick. So the daily candle had no manipulation below it. Also through the open, no trading below it. So this was pretty easy read for today. And this was an entry which was valid. I don't know if there was like anything else because I didn't really look at charts during the AM session. But yeah, this is like the trade I went over with him, either CE or the beginning of it, whatever you liked. Was a good risk to reward. First TP is like a 1 to 5.5, and then if you really had like the balls to hold, this would have gone like crazy, right? You could have trailed whatever. It's just to show. You have through the openness confidence, an entry trigger, an SMT, price rejecting, a higher time frame bias, which is valid. And yeah, this was like the only thing I saw. And then I would like to go over the FMC event really quickly because, in my opinion, this was the worst FOMC event I ever witnessed since I started trading. And I pretty much was expecting something like this. Why was I expecting something like this? Because price accumulated right here. Then we had the news event itself, where ES swept out the range low of the accumulation. Made the first S&P right here. I told the guys in the stream, okay, this makes me pretty bullish up to data high because we took data low. Then price tends to chop and not do anything. What happens when Powell gets on? We get a huge dump before he gets on. And then when he gets on, we resweep this low right here. Do the same thing on ES. Still holding this S&T, right? What happens after was we get this rejection block that delivers. And where does it deliver? Well, goes for data high, right? Then there's gonna be people that say, oh, why did data high get taken if we have S&P right here? Because the higher time frame S&P tells me that price tends to go for data high. That's just how I saw it and how I viewed it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much the whole take on today from my side, because I thought there wasn't anything to do today. Like, there was no way to trade this. This was like the only possible entry I saw, and then that's pretty much it. Like, there was nothing, completely nothing to take. This wasn't A plus. This wasn't A plus. So pretty much no trade day for me. Now, I was hoping for us to break out of this higher time frame range. It looks like we're holding. We're gonna create a gap right here. You would wait to let this candle close, see if it closes bearish or if it closes bullish, because if it closes bearish, this would be your rejection block on the daily. If it doesn't, then we would have to see how the next candle closes, what we do with this gap. Also keep in mind, we have 3 earnings today coming out. This is going to have a huge impact on fundamentals and how the market tends to move. So, this being said, I hope you enjoyed this really short recap, and I'll try and give an outlook for tomorrow maybe, or do a trade recap if I actually take a trade. I'm hoping on decent PA and I'm expecting decent PA, but I don't have an impact on that, so I'll just have to rely on what the market gives me. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.